not in a good wrestling position. This will be it. He's going to get 2. Schwartz going to be unable to hold him. That's 2. Now looks like about it. That's 4-0. He's already shown the ref that he's not stalling anymore. He's going back to the hammerlock. He's coming around to put him over. Schwartz gets up to his knees. Four nothing. Schwartz gets nothing on that, but shows a little energy. 14 seconds left. Good effort. 14 seconds left, 4-0. An escape won't win. A reversal won't win. Oh my, okay, so that was a Granby. He gets 2 on that, and then he puts him right to his back. He's going to get another 2 right there. That ties up the score right there. There can't be any time left on that clock. That's it. That is a tie. That is a tie. With a Granby right to his back, it's 4-4. And they start with a 1-minute overtime. With 14 seconds left, down by 4, Schwartz does a Granby. It wasn't a good Granby, but it was enough to take a tired Bass and put him on his side. Schwartz capitalized. He got on top. He got 2 points, and now they're in overtime. This is sudden death. First point wins. First point wins. And I'm going to say something. I don't know who's got more energy, but I'll tell you what, the guy going forward is the person with the energy. Maybe not in reality, but that's the way it looks.
Come on, Gabe. You can do it.
Both pushing. Half-hearted grab by Bass to the ankle. And this is more of who makes the mistake. Okay? The mistake made is the one who's going to lose. Come back to the center. Okay? 27 seconds left. Scores 4-4. Whoever gets the takedown. Remember, Bass also has a stalling point, a stalling warning. Schwartz. He's got his headgear. Ref talking to the coach. Trying to snap him down. They go out of bounds. Now, Bass is going backward. This is the 4th time he's going backwards. And with the stalling call, you hate to be the ref that calls stalling in overtime because that's going to be the win. Schwartz gets down. He's looking to square it off. There's only a couple seconds left. All Bass has to do is spin around and get his 2, but I don't think he's got the steams. Schwartz gets in tight, and that's it. Okay, now look. That was a 1-minute sudden death. Now we're in double overtime. This is 2 mandatory 30-second matches. 2 periods, each 30-second. And unless you pin, it goes to the next 30 seconds. So what's going to happen is they'll start the clock at 30. Bass on the bottom will have an opportunity to score, no matter whether he scores or not. Schwartz will have an opportunity to score also, and whoever scores the most wins. If they don't score, they go into a sudden victory. Used to be called sudden death, but somebody was offended. So Bass has to score from the bottom. Schwartz trying to prevent that from happening. Bass stands. We saw this before. Schwartz steps over. He drives. And I'll tell you what, 30 seconds, there's not much time. If you don't do it right away, it's hard to do it. 14 seconds left. Can Bass make an attempt to stand again? 9 seconds. I don't see much happening. They're going to stay in bounds. Schwartz won't let this guy go out. 3, 2, 1. All right, so this is second part of the double overtime. Schwartz has 30 seconds to score. If he doesn't score, they go into a sudden victory, and we'll talk about that if it gets there. Okay, so far this whole match is on borrowed time. Schwartz needs to score to win. Bass needs to score to win. Schwartz, not much happening. Both very tired. These overtime matches are tough. Bass just holding on, Schwartz standing, and brought right back down, right to his ear. There's not much time. 30 seconds goes by very fast. Schwartz looking to spin. He can't do it. And it looks like this will go into overtime. Sudden death. Schwartz still moving. He's up. He's up. If he gets away, he's going to win 2-1. And he's at the buzzer. At the buzzer, you could see the clock there. He scores with 1 second left. He gets that one. You can see on the clock, scores 5-4, and he goes to finals. I don't think anybody here thought that that was going to happen. Wow. You couldn't have bet that. And finally, the finals. Foligno up against Bethel. And this is a great start for the freshman from New Hartford. Foligno was a multiple youth state champ and New England champ. He was outstanding wrestler at states 1 year, and expect great things. And we're off. He's got the white brace for his sore ribs, working through that with some help of ice and what have you. Quickly out of bounds. His first varsity tournament. Hits with a front quarter. Now he's doing the front quarter. He hasn't gotten the points, and now he gets his points. So that's different. It's a little backwards, but you present with that front quarter, you take it, but you haven't gotten any points. So it's a pinning combination, just about, but without getting your points. But he gets his 2, and he gets it in the beginning of the first period, which is nice. Drive, he hooks up that leg, tries to push down on the head, gathers up that arm. Watch Foligno. Something consistent about these guys that makes it predictable. Comes off, he's working off his knees, which doesn't put the guy on his belly. As soon as Foligno's up on his knees, the guy can get on his knees, and you got to know that. Okay? Falls off, he's out of position, and if that were on the mat, that would have been not good. Minute 11 out of the first period. Foligno up by 2. Short sit by Bethel. Looking and waiting. Foligno gathering up that left arm. Prevented by Bethel. Bethel gets up to his knees. Foligno on his knees. Looking to put the shoulder. Now he's got that arm a little too high up for this particular move. He had his head in the guy's arm. He wanted to grab the wrist for that one, but he's still now and always looking for that chicken wing. His head's a little too high up. He's trying to use his head to bend that arm, and he's got to drive. He's being driven by the bottom guy, and he's riding him more than directing him. Out of bounds they go. You see that chicken wing. Hustle back to the center. Foligno, 4 seconds left. You go out of bounds, you look at the clock. Look at the score. Short time, you see the tapper. There's a little tapper and taps the ref. First period. 4 more minutes still. And your gold medal, that's what I'd be thinking. How can I work for 4 minutes more and get 2 points every period? That's what I'd be thinking. Okay.
In the hole, mat 126, finals consolation. Kevin Zentner of Prep and Sean Black of Cheshire. In the hole, mat 1.
Breaking the action. Coach talking to Foligno. Where to put the elbow on. Put the arm in. What's this? You got to stay in the circle. Water bottle from the corner. Blood time ticking away for Bethel. See, it's a social meeting area over by the table. Last minute discussion. A couple different things. Sometimes it's just a little thing that makes a difference. Coach looking a little heavy there. Black doesn't always work.
Get him, David!
Filo chooses down. Looks confident he's ready to go. So you want to see a hungry wrestler. Of course, it makes sense that you're hungry in a wrestler. Gets his 2 points right away. He's got that arm. He's locking it up. This is what you want to see. You want to see forward aggression with a move that you can identify when you look at something. You know what it is. You know what he's doing. You know why he's doing it. You don't want to see limbs flying around and people falling off each other. Move, counter, recounter, and so on. Dance right across the mat. Chain wrestling, start to finish. Move. Next move follows his hips. And then it stops. And when it stops, it's whoever starts it again. He's got that Texas ride. He comes out of it. He's got to break this guy down. He's a little high up on that arm. It makes it hard to break it down when you're near the shoulder. Trying to break down that knee. Does so. Collects the arm nicely. Locks it with his knee. I'd like to see him off his toes. He's leaning on that arm. He's trying to gather the right arm for a double chicken wing, but it's at the expense of this guy not carrying your weight. And he's gonna call this for blood. And the bleeding is stopped. There's a false start. Caution on top. You know, you hear a lot of whistles. There's 3 mats going, 3 whistles going, and it's not uncommon to start a different whistle. Caution just the same. Stand, nice stand by Bethel. Nice energy coming out of that prolonged rest. Thanks to the nosebleed. 4-0. Second period. Petrolini in the lead. I'm sorry, Felino in the lead. Another stand by Bethel. You should expect that stand every time he's down. Okay. See how Felino's grabbing the bicep. He needs to go after that elbow, I think. He's got the bicep there. It's hard to pull that arm in when you're going close to the axis. Pushing on the head, looking back. There's a stand again. And he's going to get 1 on this one. That's going to be 1. And they're going to be standing 4-1. You knew he was going to stand. Now you're going to expect Angelo to go to the left. Go to the left leg. Oh, and a nice ankle grab. Can he fight this off? Now what happened is Bethel didn't follow that. He's stuck on his knees, and you got Felino picking that arm up, the leg, the ankle, and he's going to have to circle around. If you're just standing there, you're not going to get behind the guy, so you have to understand that. I think I saw somebody run out to the ref. They go out of bounds. There's the tapper. 1 second left. Second left. There's nothing you can do. Just stand there. And let the time run out. Last period. Third period. 4-1. Bethel's choice. I'm going to guess he's taken down. He chooses down. That's where you get more points. Now, we talked about this already. Bethel has stood up absolutely every single time. Okay? He's going to stand up again. Wrong. Nah, he delayed it. I think Bass did the same thing. Sometimes you just don't have it in you. That's his move, the stand. Okay, and we have to be able to correct it. Trip, 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 trip. No trip. He's going to get away. He got away last time. He's going to have to, Felino's going to have to learn to trip him on the way out the mat. On the way out of bounds, he's going to have to trip him.
Come on, Angelo.
Control his ankles, that's it. Don't let him stand. You can let him stand. Scores 4-1. You could let him stand. You could let him take you down. You can't let him do both. All right? And that's what you can give back to him. You can give these points away and win. 4-3, 4-2, 4-1. There's no difference. No difference for the team. There's no difference for you. There's no difference. That's why you want to build your point margin. Get your points. Ref telling him he's going to have to come off. He's doing the same move. He's straddling the bottom guy, and he's ahead. So he's going to have to show that he's willing to work.
Come on, Angelo!
Bethel comes up. Felino's sitting there. He's going to turn him near side. Got to stay in the mat. Got to stay in the mat. Oh, he stepped out. The reason why you want to keep him in is because you want that clock to keep ticking. You don't want him to have a rest. And you don't want him to get in a better position. Felino gets back on top. There's a stand. Felino brings him back down. That was much better than letting him run. He's going to have to watch that arm.
30 seconds, Angelo.
He may get hit with stalling. Here comes another stand. So bring him back down. Ooh, Felino falls off. That's going to be 1 point right there. Oh, and that's all you need for that energy. 4-2. This is close. I said just a moment ago, you can give him one, but you can't, or you can give him two, but you can't give him 1 and 2 because that's a tie score. So right now, Felino has to not give up this takedown. He doesn't have to take him down, but he certainly can't give it up. Looking at the clock, it's never a good sign. I think he's going to walk away with this gold medal here, and he does. First place, Angelo Felino from Northwestern. Great first tournament. Good job.
Congratulations. And the champion for the 120 weight class, Kasim Khan from
Up now, finals at 138. Getting the attention of the coach. Need to have the coach. Oh, there he's trying to hustle. Schwartz against Martinez at 138 for the finals. Martinez, a senior, takes the shot, comes in. He's got a good deep single. Schwartz fighting it off from Brian McMahon. Whizzer elevates the hips. No points. Still got the hips. And we missed the takedown, but that's 2 for Martinez. Get the legs right in. Schwartz picks up that ankle. He's got to back into him. He's got to pick up that arm, back into him, and turn in. Martinez holding on more than doing anything, but Schwartz cannot let that ankle go. He lets the ankle go, and half. He's got to sit back here. Here's an opportunity. He's going to put him on his back. Ref looking at that defensive pin. He's got that ankle again. He's going to try to get out of this. Martinez has the hooks in. There's a lot of pressure on your back when this happens. You can see how it elevates the bottom guy's feet. Schwartz's feet way up in the air. Take a look at those Jordan Burrow shoes. Hard elbow to the back of the neck. That's somewhat disconcerting. But at the same time, top guy has to be way out in front in order to get that. Same headgear. Cliff Keen headgear. Schwartz tied up on the bottom. He's tied up in the left. He's got exactly one limb. The ref making sure and stops him right there. It's potentially dangerous. Scores 2-0. 2-0. Schwartz sits. Return on the counter. Flat. Now these are long days. You have to understand, these wrestlers get to the bus at 6:30. They get to the gym at the host tournament at 7:30 or 8. They weigh in. Wrestling doesn't happen till 10. They wrestle 6-minute matches. And right now, it's 4:30, 5 o'clock. It's a long day. Some of them are dieting. But that's wrestling. And it's not a complaint, it's a fact. 2-0. Northwestern down by 2, second period. Chooses bottom. Caution, green, false start. Again, not his fault. A lot of other things happening in the gym. Schwartz sits, turns. He's looking to lock up that far arm. You can see that. They've got to fix these headgears. Gets up to his knees. Martinez locking up the arm, but letting the opponent get to his base. You got to keep that guy down. You see the way that top guy's on his knees. He's working the arms all right, but there's no pressure on the bottom guy to get to his knees. By the same token, that bottom guy should be on his knees. Over the head, that's not good. Drive that arm over the top, and you're giving it to the other guy. Looking at cradle. Schwartz needs to grab that arm. He needs to get to his knees. Two things he's not doing. Well, he's got the arm now. Now he's getting not getting to his knees. But that right arm of Martinez, that's not a good situation. Martinez looking to go underneath. He's going to pull him back for a cradle. Out of position, unable to expose his back for points, but he's got that cradle just the same. Schwartz looking to get out of that somehow. No points still. You can see that the top guy's body is right in the middle of Schwartz's back. You're not going to get back points if your body is between him and the mat. You got to know this when you're turning this move. Got this ref right in the way. They want to bounce. 46 seconds, 2-0. Brian McMahon, name of the school, not the wrestler, up by 2. Schwartz on the bottom. Probably will sit. Sit. Turn in. He's looking to roll him. No go. Still has that arm. He's going to try to roll him. Martinez doing a good job of fighting that. Grabs that ankle, readjusts, and puts Schwartz back to referee's position. You count the times that Schwartz has to adjust that headgear. And what a distraction that is. He's doing it now. Not the same motion that he had earlier. Neither one of them bouncing around like they used to. Comes over. You can expect this cradle. Schwartz standing. He pulls up that leg. He's gonna get around this guy. He gets there. He is. That's 2. That's 2 right there. Right at the last second. And now you got a different situation. 2-2. 2-2. Third period. It's not on the clock, but maybe it's not 2-2. Maybe he didn't get any points. That looked like a reversal to me. Right? No reversal. Time ran out. Oh, it is 2-2. Okay. 2-2. Bottom guy. I would rather be on the bottom at third period. Scores 2-2. Schwartz. First time he's been on top today with Martinez. Senior from Brian McMahon. Has to keep pressure on him or they'll go into overtime. He's got a tight waist. McMahon unable to execute it this time. I'm not sure what's up his sleeve, but he could be just hunkering down for an explosive move. Schwartz lets him stand. He's going to have to, and that's the go-ahead point right there. 3-2. Shoots right away. He's got the whizzer. Martinez stepping over. No points yet because Schwartz has the whizzer. No points, no points. There's going to be 2 right there. That'll just about do it. McMahon looking to turn him over with the cradle. Now he's bent on getting this cradle, but he hasn't done a good job. He's been in the way of himself the whole time. Coach yelling in from the sideline what to do. He's got to come out. He's head to head. Either way, he's in the way of that cradle. He's got his hands locked up underneath. Well, that's not a good situation. He don't pull the guy on top of it. Forces him out of bounds so he can come back and recorrect. Now that means something. I would look back and see my guy just laid on his back.